Alright, welcome back. Quick video. I have went back and redone some things on this flap servo. If you remember the last video or so, I was doing the aileron and then I worked on the flap. Well, after somebody posted on the forum about how they did things, I went back and decided to do it their way because I didn't think I could get the travel I needed doing an internal linkage. But apparently you can. So I went back, I removed the old horn, which you can kind of see there, and reinstalled the horn on kind of like the front leading edge at an angle. I used his measurements like he did his, and I went back, trimmed out a little area for the linkage. I may need to trim that a little bit more depending on what I need to do. And I went back and I put some carbon fiber here and, excuse me, and little carbon fiber strip over the hatch to cover up where I had already cut. And it is not focused. There we go. And put a little Bondo on it, sanded it, and of course since I got to repaint everything, you won't see any of that. This, I did the same thing, but I don't know if it's still soft or I didn't get enough glue. It just seems flexible there, so I'm going to flip this over and put some more do some CA on it just to kind of make that a little harder. And I think this stuff is not drying as quick because it's so cold outside. So I'm going to do that and let it sit on me a few more days to sand it. But while I do that, I'm going to go ahead and switch over. And since I haven't done this wing yet, this one I won't be butchering it. I'll just do the internal linkage. The one thing I did have to do is move the servo output to this side to give more room, because when the servo is like right here, you can't get a linkage small enough to run. So you got to flip the servo over. Allows you to where is the servo at? It's definitely not in the wing anymore. Oh, here it is. So the servo that goes in here, I trimmed the linkage, the servo arm down, and now I can get more throw on the servo, which is good, and I'm closer to the shaft, so that gives it more torque, and you get the full amount of travel versus having a longer arm, you know, the servo like I had before, and only getting like maybe a 1/4 inch of travel. So it's a better way of doing it. Gives you the most leverage, plus you don't have to butcher the back of the wing. So that one will be done. The second wing will be done this way, so should be a little bit easier. And I will go back and once I get everything back, I'll kind of show you a video of it working. There's no way to do this one internal. I mean, it's just so thin in this area, and you don't really have to cut much to get clearance. You just really gotta, and this is all like overhang anyways. There's probably about, you know, a good inch or more, probably 2 inches at this end of just overhang before you get to that back solid area. So you're not really getting into structural stuff there anyways. So. But that's what I've been up to. It's been cold this weekend. I've been working a lot. So not much going on. But I'm going to start working on this wing, get the wings completed. And once the wings are completed, I'll shift gears, get the gear doors installed on the main fuselage, the nose and the main gear and the nose gear door cylinders in. And I need to find a place. I was thinking about putting like an access hatch somewhere so I can put all my charging there, but I may not do that. I may just run everything to the nose and charge at the nose, since the nose comes off anyway. So oh, and I took some pictures of it and posted it, but I wanted to show you guys this. These little guys are kick-ass. These are the Zykoy. It's a UAT mount. And it comes in a pack like this. It's it's like a G10 material. It's pre-punched, pre-cut. You got these little tabs It's hard to see, but they have a bunch of little holes drilled in them, so they come off fairly easy, but just be careful when you're taking it apart. Just grab a pair of pliers and just be careful not to like tear it or something. And it splinters a little bit there, so just take a little file, clean it up when you're done. And it has multiple ways of doing it. You can do like the angled mount, which is what I'm doing, where it mounts on the floor like that, gives you your angle, or you can have it where it's built to where it sits flush, if you want to run it that way. It's just nice because you got these little, kind of like an L bracket here, and you got these mounting holes. I put mine together with CA, pretty rigid that way, thick CA, but what I'll probably do just to kind of secure it is maybe run a little bead of epoxy down in this area just in case, but I mean, however you want to do it, it's up to you. Be a pain to assemble this with just straight up epoxy at first, unless you did like a 5-minute epoxy. But I'm going to put 2 of these in. That'll be my UAT setups for the turbines. I just wanted to show you that I had these in stock a couple months ago. I just totally forgot about them. Not a couple months, a couple weeks ago, and somebody else posted something on another thread about them, and I was like, oh yeah, remind me to kind of show you guys those. They're pretty cheap too. They're only like $10. I mean, I know it's a lot for this, but I mean, I think it's worth it, you know, because it's always hard to either make your own mount or put these into something, you know, perfect. And these just make it easy. You know, you got 4 little screws. You know, you can attach them. You don't have to make any kind of special stuff. And like I said, they got these little rubber bands that come with them. Those will probably, over time, dry rot and break. So probably would come up with a better solution. I might take some of my lace tape and just run over it just to kind of help secure it, just in case that does break. But yeah, it's a nice little gadget or accessory. But I'm gonna get back to it. It's freezing out here. I got the heat going, so it's kind of making it workable. But when that sun goes down, it'll probably be too cold out here. So you guys take it easy. I'm gonna get to doing this other wing, and then I'll show some more things once I get it done. You guys take it easy.